Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld in episode 413, 1.14.2-pre-424-1548 because it turns out I never played the re-upload of the 1.14.2 pre-4. We're gonna do that today. Good thing I decided to not just jump straight into the thingy because I was looking at my episode count and I was like, why am I one short? What happened? Oops, found out what happened, and so now I feel better. Alright, what are we doing? We're wrapping up on this redstone with our singular piece of dust we have left over. Okay, that's not happening. So we're gonna have to go find redstone. We'll have to go find redstone later, because I don't have this right now. Let me first examine all of this. So this is mirrored across the way, which means, boom, I'll just put that dust there. Anything important? Nope, they can wait. Alright, so from there, it will be one stone, and then same thing on this side. Dust, one stone. Dust, one stone. And so then above that is going to be a torch. Because I still have plenty of torches. I don't know where we're going to go redstone mining. I'll figure that out later. Am I out of torches? Did I run out of torches as well? Hopefully I wasn't in the middle of anything. Howdy, welcome to the stream. Alright, let me just take a quick look around then. Drop that down. Y'all know me in odd numbers. So I guess that's all we can do for now. Time to start wrapping up all of this. Clean out my inventory. Be prepared for a mining expedition. Why does this version have such a weird number? It was re-uploaded, and so that's the timestamp applied to the version label to identify it from the re-upload. Alright, toss all that, toss this. I might use it in the future, plus this is an excuse not to go all the way home. Even though I am indeed gonna have to go all the way home. That's okay, so this one's the cobblestone thingy, so let me just grab all the dirt. I want to leave everything else here. All the redstone stuff. I feel a sneeze coming. Pineapple! Alright, so we'll take the dirt back, and then... In fact, there's more dirt. We'll just leave everything else here. I'll take care of this later. First things first, let's go. And I just remember now how I used pistons in the past, which might have been an easier solution. Too late now because I've already constructed all of that. I don't even know if I'm going to end up using pistons for all of this. Nom 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 nom. Alright, well, let's go prepare for mining expedition somewhere where there's redstone. That's what we need. Maybe the beta 1.8 area, that'll be fast enough. Those have good caves. Anything after beta 1.7 has properly generating caves. I feel like I would appreciate beta 1.7 more if it had fixed caves. Oh well. Alright, let's put all this dirt away, grab a bunch of food, and then we'll go from there. I did not upgrade. This is a downgrade. I missed the version. I didn't mean to skip it. I wasn't paying attention to exactly what I was playing. So yeah, in order for me to feel better with myself, I'm not going to miss out on the one totally unimportant re-upload. The only thing that changed, I think, was in regards to splashes in the re-upload version. I think they removed a splash in regards to the Minecraft forum. That's okay. I didn't load up the world in the next snapshot, so thankfully everything's just gonna magically work. I say that now. I don't know. We're gonna find out if something doesn't work. But we're gonna hope everything works. Let me toss the bucket. I probably don't need it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need it starting tomorrow. Oh, I realize we're gonna have to visit the Enderman farm because my pickaxe and my shovel are not doing good. So we'll go take care of that. Do I want to make more torches now? Maybe I will. I don't know how fast until I find some coal. So I'll just spend a little bit of the coal I have now. Figured might as well hold on to this since coal is ever abundant. Alright, that's good enough. I've got plenty of sticks, plus fortune will be fine. So now we're going to head on over to the Enderman farm. Repair our stuff. Thankfully, it'll be smart to take care of this now, because tomorrow I will not be able to use nether portals. Which means I'm going to have to do all my mining today, or else I'm going to have to take the long way home through the overworld. I don't think I want to do that. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. Thankfully, it's only one day I don't use nether portals for. Don't know if that applies to end portals, but I'm not going to find out. My notes just say nether. Go, go, go. This also means pretty soon we're going to have to update the resource pack. I'm going to go in for the 1.15 format. Armor disappeared again. I remember that bug. I thought it was fixed. Probably was. And then alas, this was before the fix. Oh, it's so nice not having to deal with the pigs there. Or not having to deal with silverfish and instead having pigs. Of course, they're never going to spawn. They require grass. I don't plan on turning the portal room into a grassy location. I don't need pigs that badly. I have plenty in the overworld. This is not the re-upload. This is the original version. Because I'm pretty sure the re-upload is what's default in multi-MC. I couldn't figure out which of the two versions I played. I'm just gonna assume I played the final version. Because I went back through, checked all my logs and whatnot, and I don't have any way to identify between them. I never manually downloaded the version from what I could tell, therefore I assume I played the re-upload. There it is. I went back because I missed it. I missed the version. How dare I? 24/15/48 is whatever month, day 24 at 3:48 p.m. That's the timestamp. The other version was day 27 at 07:20. 7:20 in the morning. I don't have my sword. I need my proper sword. Hold up, let me get that. Let's say my sword, but I have a bunch in here now. I'll go for probably iron and keep using it up. I was supposed to disenchant that. I'll do that later. Yeah, I don't remember what month, because the month is the same. It's just not included within the two upload versions. We also turn that down real fast. So yeah, that's the version that I should say that's the time that the version was compiled. And I'm not holding the pickaxe. There we go. There you go. I don't remember. I'm not good at release dates. I'm not good at dates overall. Hopefully we're not here too long, and I don't know how much I'll be using Silk Touch today, but I want to prepare my Silk Touch pickaxe for tomorrow, since I will not be returning. I'll need to stick to the overworld for tomorrow. So says Snapshot Bugs. Hopefully this goes by quickly though. I'm ready to go mining. I also need to get all my mining done today because there's no place to mine redstone near home. Unless if I spend all of tomorrow out far away. Once I'm in a good area though, redstone should be rather easy to acquire, particularly with fortune. Thankfully, once I go back to the nether... Oh wait, I don't have a way to access the nether from here. Maybe I should have put another portal... Maybe I should have put another portal here in the end. I don't know where I would have put it though. Too late, I missed that way back at 1.8. Pretty sure 1.7 was the last time I would have had the opportunity to do that. Oh well. Too late. At least this is going by rather quickly. So once the Silk Touch pickaxe is done, I'll be working on the shovel as well. Hey buddy, where are you going? Get back here. Come on, get mad at me. Hop on in, buddy-o. Unless I wasn't paying attention before, but I feel like by the full release of 1.14.4, I think they fixed the mid-mapping problems. At least from what I could tell. I don't remember because I can't remember the last time I was here. It must have been a while if the pickaxe got so low on durability. $14.09. And I can't remember what the ratio of XP to durability is. $14.19. $14.99. We're almost there. And a zoop. All done. Swap that out for the shovel. You know, while I'm here, I should probably repair my fortune pickaxe as well. Especially since that's going to be the one I'll be using while mining. You know, if we're going back to the overworld after this... Oh wait, I don't remember where I last slept. I don't have the sleeping bag on me. I won't need it, right? I realize I left the sleeping bag in the work area. Well, if I'm spending most of the time underground, maybe I won't need it. But if I'm going back to the main warehouse area, then it would probably be wise pick up a couple shulker boxes before I forget. Maximize my inventory space. Although to maximize inventory space, you're going to use a shulker box in nearly every slot. I wonder what the optimal amount of non-shulker box slots is. Because you need a pickaxe to mine, right? And it would be smart to carry a sword to do any combat. If you focus on your essentials, then you can keep track of how many spare slots you could use. Of course, you also need space to pick up the item to begin with. Or that's not required if you just set the shulker box down in an area, clean it out, plop it all into the box, pack it up, and keep moving. I wonder if someone has come up with optimal formulas for stuff like that. I could watch a 15-minute explaining what the best amount of shulker boxes while mining could be. For building, you can hold on to even more shulker boxes because you need them for resources. You want to maximize the amount of resources you can carry because you're going to be spending all those blocks while you build. Of course, you still need stuff for tools and whatnot. I'm not at all surprised that Classic was known as Alpha, and I've known that for a long while. Minecraft was in Alpha all the way up until Alpha, in which case it remained in Alpha, officially. Yeah, Alpha is a very early game development stage. It makes sense that that is how Minecraft was. And then it had an official Alpha era, which is why all the versions that came before were split into InDev, InfDev, and Classic. That's where the A comes from, 0.0.9A, 0.0.9 Alpha, 13A, 23A, and then InDev and InfDev were their own little labels on top of that. There we go. Alright, let's wrap this up. Only Classic was Alpha. I guess that would make sense. So then Alpha, InDev, InfDev, Alpha. Minecraft has had terrible version history. Its entire lifespan, which is coming upon 16 years in a few more days. I can't remember what day is officially celebrated. It's either the 10th or the 13th. I can't remember. I want to say 10th is the development start day, and 13th is like public availability. Alright, let me just huzzah. All good. That wasn't so bad. Now we can leave. I'm ready to get to work. The 13th is celebrated. So then I would assume that the 10th to the 13th then was the initial. Let me start building a proper game engine here, with the 13th being the first proper build. Unless the 13th was when Cave Game Tech Test came out. Where's Ian? He seems to like that video very much. There's an old video, long while back, came out, I think 2011, because I'm pretty sure it's talking about upcoming beta 1.8 or 1.0 features. I don't remember exactly, I just remember that the adventure update was coming soon. And so I remember watching that long while ago and thinking, wow, this is rather interesting, because it went through the Minecraft wiki and described all the development videos, all the development versions. And then years go by, and I tried finding it again. I don't know if I ever locally saved it. I feel like I did. But then years go by, and I rewatch the video, and I think to myself, man, what a proper showcase of how inaccurate the wiki was all the way up until we found those versions. And I'm back here. That's alright. Alright, I'll leave these shulker boxes, but we're going to catch some Z's, and I think I will indeed take the bed with me. Let's pack up the sleeping bag and move out. I can't remember what the video was called. Most of it was just text-based, with a few versions actually played. It showcased features, no commentary from the creator. It had some music and a lot of empty audio, and I don't know if that's just the video itself or if there used to be music way back when the video was new. But I remember the long pauses in audio. Yeah, I went through Minecraft's development history. As time passes, of course, it's going to be harder to find. That video's 14 years old, almost. But yeah, most of it was a black background with white text going through the changelogs. I know you can still view the edits, but that's a manual work as opposed to viewing the entire snapshot for what it once was. And before I forget, we're going to set our audio back to 50%. Alright, how about I take a couple of these? Surely I won't need more than 3, right? Almost did 2. Change my mind. Alright, away we go. Now the adventure begins. Did I not have... I do have Depth Strider. This does not feel much faster. Can I not sprint in water? What is this magic? Oh, I know why I can't sprint in water. 1.13. I forgot. That's my problem. I do remember sponges being intentionally for anti-griefing measures. I didn't play Minecraft at the time, but like because of how overpowered liquid was, and so water, it was rather easy to flood the world. So with sponges, hey, at least you could prevent that. Particularly with caves and whatnot. Alright, so we are going to beta 1.8. Since that should be a good area, hopefully. Maybe we'll find caves and whatnot there. Or I should say mine shafts, except I think I might have to go to beta 1.9. Because I first loaded the area in pre-release 1. That was World Origin. Not World Origin, that was Spawn. World Origin's at the other end. Should say farther behind us. I think it's around 22 was the monolith. It'd be nice if I could see farther, maybe one day. "26, never mind, that was farther than I thought. Okay, so that's the monolith, that's beta 1.2. So now we're on the lookout for the next area. That'll be our drop-off point. I still don't have any signs set up, and I feel like even if I were to put signs, I'd probably just zoom on past them. I could write in big text, or I could color code. Put pillars on both sides of the lines. Of course, I'll have to put slabs on top, or some other way to prevent anything from spawning on there. I would just have to memorize the color markers. I could make it a rainbow. But then I'd still have to remember which number I'm on, as opposed to doing something different. That was a big lag spike. Poor internal server. That was a 2.2 second spike there. Now it's back to 0.05. It's probably all the chunks I need to load. Yeah, there's something. There's a particular area that the server really struggles with, and I don't know why. Usually it's worse coming back. But yeah, there's something in between the beta 1.2 and the beta 1.8 outposts here in the Nether, and I encounter it every time I travel the path. And I don't know what it is. Oh, halt. Here's our drop-off point. Alright, so... question is, where have I not mined? Because if I've already done a lot of caving here, I would have cleaned out many of the caves already. Loading, loading, loading. I forgot 1.14 had big issues with loading far distances. Ow! There's a magma slime. When did you come through? Hello. Goodbye. I wonder when the last time I was here. For all I know, I haven't been in the area since 1.13, and I've only optimized back in 1.14. 1.14 pre-1, I believe. Did I play pre-1? I think I did. Anyways, not important. So I remember doing most of the mining behind me, but we're going to take a quick look inside, see if I have any redstone here. I do not. That means I took all my redstone. Hey, an ender chest. Wonder if I should pick that up. Nah, I have 3 shulker boxes, I'll be fine. I'll just keep everything on me. Alright, so, we're looking for caves. 0.24 just added pigs. Yeah, a lot of the information was like speculation or memory. Because it made a lot of assumptions on there. Maybe I'll head off in this direction. Okay, I only have 1 boat. I'm not going to take the boat chances from here. I have to wait until 1.20, I think, or 1.21 for my boat problem to be fixed. Where, under certain circumstances, you can ride it off a cliff and then the boat breaks at the bottom. I didn't realize it took a very long time for that to be corrected. Does it still list, I should say, on the wiki for like 0.25 or 0.24, doesn't it still say there are like 12 versions? Or however many there were. Oh my gosh, I can see the mip mapping for the leaves using the swamp colors. And then I get close and it loads the full texture. And it's the untinted texture. 1 added pigs, 1 added everything else. I kind of feel like I remember seeing that. Maybe it was referenced in the video. When was the edit date from? The survival test was definitely very inaccurate for a long while. And then one day we got the versions. September 2011. Alright, so I see this here. If I'm remembering correctly, this might be a good cave to mine in. I know I wanted someplace where I haven't been before, but this is going to be close enough for the time being. And how did I get through here? Ah, here we go. Look at all this darkness. And the mine shaft. Alright, cool. This is rather chaotic. That's okay. For some reason, though, I'm not seeing any of my torches, which means I don't know where I've been. I marked this place at some point. Did I just never bother going down to explore? Took me long enough to get here. Oh, cave spider. That means I'm too close to one of the spawners. Aha! This is what I need. And this is fortune. Now we go digging. Alright, well, we made it. I saw that carrot. Whoop. Well, good news is I think I found a good area to mine in. I'm seeing a lot of redstone. Hooray! Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find diamonds, even though I don't particularly need much of those right now. And where are all these zombies coming from? Oop! I know I could chill in lava for a little bit, but I'd rather not test that. Howdy, Mega. Welcome back to the stream. I should also be smart and heal up real fast. We're gonna feast. I don't even know in 2011 how common 0.13a was. It was floating around for a while, but I feel like not a lot of people. Oh wait, no, that wasn't even 13a. That was 13a03. You know what? We're going back for that coal. Pre 0.0.9. Back when no one had the version labels. Because we never went through the logs. Pretty sure that's where much of our information came from in regards to very early versions. Howdy Minty, your favorite YouTuber is indeed streaming. And doink. Alright, back to searching. I could probably leave iron. It would be wise to keep picking up coal though, because I'm starting to remember how much of it I needed. Maybe I should go for lapis as well. Whoop. Picked up your retainer. You're not giving it after other braces stuff was taken care of. Notch and his blog was alright when it came to version stuff. But a lot of the times he just wasn't descriptive. And he didn't talk about every single addition or change. It was a good starting point, but it was not helpful on the large scale. Oops, come on. That was not helpful. I'm pretty sure it was a while until we started officially having dates for everything. I should say timestamps because I remember earlier on when we were using version formatting for indev and infdev, we would have stuff like -1 and -2. And then surprise, there's actually a version that came between. So then that's why we had to start using specific timestamps. So that way, every timestamp is unique. And so if we find something that exists in between two known versions, it's able to plop right in without having to rename anything. It would have been nice if Notch at least used or I should say if Notch used different identifiers for each version. Hello. Goodbye. Because having a lot of re-uploads with the exact same version label is not very cool. My inventory is already starting to get full, but that's alright. We'll take care of that later. For now, we keep looking. I would say the hunt for diamonds, but right now we're on the hunt for redstone. We're in the right area though, we found a fair amount. And I'm still at good level for it to generate at. Oh, look, there's some of that blue carbon. Let's be smart about this. So let me grab cobblestone. Let me clean the area first. Don't want anything sneaking up on me. I'll take that, thank you. I'll take that, thank you. You know, maybe I should have brought a crafting table. That way I can combine stuff like coal and redstone. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what I see here? I see a crafting table. And I saw that chunk disappear. So now I can start turning these into blocks. Oops. Oops. Hold up. Same thing with coal. And then now, hooray, data compression. Let me start tossing all this in here real fast. Oops, I had another stack. I remember both versions of 630 being referred to as 1.0 for a while. Alpha 1.0. Let me just toss all that. There we go. So I'll need to remember, shulker box that's currently in use. That one at the top. If I really wanted, I could make a furnace and do stuff like cooking up iron, but I don't need the iron that badly. Not for now. If I ever need to go iron mining, I can in the future. Maybe if I want more iron golems, but that can wait for now. Should I grab rails? I don't know what I plan on using rails for currently. Man, there's a lot of redstone. I'll take this. That's why I'm here. I don't know how much I'll grab. Maybe I should have used Silk Touch on the redstone. Because optimal data compression means I should just Silk Touch it and then deal with it when I'm at home. Not while I'm here where I have limited space. A little bit too late for that. I'll just stick to fortuning everything. I definitely remember the pre-0.0.0 label. Nope. I wonder though, how much of this coal I really need. At least since I have an extra stack of sticks, what I can always do is make another 4 stacks of torches. Well, that only eliminates 1 stack of the coal. Oh, in fact, so long as I still have access to the mine shaft, or any of the mine shafts around here, I'll be able to utilize more of the wood, make more sticks. Oh, we're getting a little high up though. I want to be down lower. Back where the red dust is at. Hold on, we're gonna combine. Actually, let me just take a quick look at that, grab whatever coal is in there, we're gonna leave that. In fact, while we're here, let's just take care of this real fast. Oops. Alright, I'll hold on to these sticks as well. And back to work. Thankfully, I've already passed the difficult part. Usually, caves don't like going down. And I know it's always felt like there's only been a chance where they get low enough. Particularly in old versions where they don't generate fully. And then that was corrected in beta 1.8. Are they both gone? Yep. I like a ravine. Is this the ravine I came down in? I've not been paying attention to where I'm going. I don't think that's important enough. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, how badly do I need it? I wonder if I can outsmart this. Oh wait, was I here before? When I intentionally left that? I was just here. I do remember. What do we have, 40 minutes? I can't remember what time we dropped down into the cave. Good job me with the past though, marking this out. I'm having a great time. This is such fast-paced mining because I'm used to my beta 1.8 world without any enchantments. And so I have to walk around my regular iron pickaxe since I don't have many diamonds for the time being. I just made an entire set of diamond armor that I'm probably not going to wear for a while. So I have to walk around, use my good old iron pickaxes, and then because it's still a relatively new world, I'm still in the mine every ore phase, except for gold. I've started leaving gold behind. Anything up here? I just want to take a quick look up top. I can't remember if mineshafts always had chests of stuff they can generate, but I'm pretty sure this is the pre-release one. Beta 1. No, pre-release. Yeah, it's still pre-release 1, but the second upload. No, that's not true. This had to have been... You know, I don't remember, because I might have downgraded just to load up one of the very big mineshafts. Because it changed mineshaft generation by the time beta 1.8 fully released. They used to not be as common, but they were much more dense. And so what they did was they decreased the density, but then increased how frequently they spawned. So if you found a mineshaft, it's got to be a very, very extreme mineshaft. And so I'm pretty sure that's what this one was. Because I feel like I remember loading it specifically. This is kind of a nice area because it's not super close to where all my stuff was. Yeah, it turns out I was walking around with generate structures off for a little while because I didn't realize that the flag was set to 0 by default in pre-release 1. Maybe even pre-release 2? I can't remember. When loading a pre-existing world. But I do know that was quickly changed, and it was for sure changed by the time beta 1.8 fully released. Alright, excuse me, where do I go down? Surely there's more caves somewhere not too far. We just have to go find it. Wait, wasn't I just here? Oops. Spoiler. So says Kurt J. Mac, I think. Alright, so that's there. We go looking for caves off in this direction. Maybe I should start wandering around in the mineshaft. Mineshaft's like intersecting with caves. Oop! Oh, I saved that. Can I just get rid of you? I feel better. I always feel just a little bit better whenever I get rid of lava. Unless I need the lava. Hello. Make sure your area is secure before you go mining, kids. You don't want any surprise creepers. If I wasn't already this far in the world, I would have... Hello. If I wasn't already this far into the world, that could have been a bigger problem. And I'll just give back to the land because I don't need it. I think we're gonna heal real fast. There we go. Spend all that saturation. Because I don't really use it for much else. Another one? Where are these green beans coming from? Okay, I think I'll try to go around. I guess over. Zoop! Start dropping torches, because once the lava's gone, it's going to get real dark in here. Man, this is such a great cave system now. You can say what you want about beta 1.8 terrain, but the caves are a big improvement over beta 1.7 and earlier. I don't know why it took so long to fix cave generation, having them cut off at chunk borders. Alright, so this is the part where I set this down and start tossing all of that. And then we're going to combine. At some point it'll be time to make another 4 stacks of torches, but we'll wait just a little bit longer for that. We all set? I think so. I probably should have mined this coal first and then combined, but a little too late. I was not watching. I was just realizing that my inventory is getting full. Be smart, resort my stuff. I don't feel like I really need to sort out the shulker box though. As long as the stuff is in there, then that's fine. I just need to make sure to do it in sequential order to make sure that the stacks fill up properly. And excuse me, I cannot, oh, I guess I could reach that. For being a redstone mining trip, I sure am picking up a lot of coal. I just remember trading a bunch of it recently. I feel it would be a wise decision to pick it up now. I don't know when I'll be mining again in the future, but hopefully I can take care of all of this before tomorrow. We haven't gone mining in a while. We've been doing a lot of building, a lot of redstone placement with the whole power system that's currently under construction. All just to make sure that the building, the giant Zeleniko, has power. We're not there yet, because it's still not properly hooked up. I have the power generation, and I have some of the power dispersal. Big lag spike, what are we looking at? 1.4 seconds. So much coal. And these are just regular veins. I wonder what it would be like mining an early endev or vein with fortune. Those veins are already rather extensive. And so when you apply fortune, we're getting several ore, or I should say a high probability of getting several of the ore from one ore block. That's a lot of coal you could end up with. And I feel like I'm not gonna find any place I haven't been, since I think this just pops back where I was earlier. If this is the cave system I'm thinking it is. In fact, I think I made a 180. I think I went down those tunnels and then essentially turned around and came back. Don't know if I've picked up any gravel yet, but I'll start taking that now, I guess. I feel like I spent a bunch of gravel on something recently, but I don't know what it was. Not concrete. At some point, it would be cool if I did something with concrete. I might try another pixel art like what I did on my Across the 360 world. Thankfully, because I have small maps. That's not true. I don't have any maps right now. I never fixed that. I wanted to wait until 1.15. And then surprise, turns out we spent one extra day in 1.14 because I missed it. That's not true. We didn't miss one extra day because this is how I caught up. I am catching up right now because, oops, I missed a pre-release that functions correctly. And so I was really hoping that they didn't make any substantial changes between 1.14.2 and 1.14.4 to the save format. There was something with lighting, but I want to say that was already adjusted in 1.14.2. I think. And so I was really hoping that we would not encounter any problems. Everything is looking fine, so the probability of chunk regeneration by standard means is rather low, I say. So everything is working. I did indeed load the version before the stream just to make sure that I didn't see chunks missing, because I would have been rather sad. I would have admitted defeat if that was the case, and just say, well, my fault for skipping the version. And then thankfully, it's close enough. That did not go anywhere. Oh, I missed a block. I did think about mining over in some of the early areas, like Alpha, back when Redstone was new. Except the caves would not have been optimal to mine in. It would have been rather interesting though. Bye! Going mining in those Alpha caves. Here with the equipment I have now. Block Party Edition? What was the Block Party Edition? Was that the was that the meme thing that they had going, or is that already over? Because I saw it was May 2nd, I think they had that. I can't remember. Because I saw the poster and I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. But hey, if it works, it works. Wait, what happened here? There we go. Alright, boop boop. Coal's taken care of. That's all taken care of as well. Oh, I guess I did get gravel earlier. That's another complete stack. Alright, back to mining. At the rate we're going though, I get the feeling that I'm not going to be done today. I very well could spend all of tomorrow mining. Made to encourage people to go crazy during the special screenings. I see. I had a feeling that's what it indeed was that I was thinking. When I rewatched the movie, thankfully, everything was alright. The theater was rather chill when I went back the second time. I feel like if they launched that, like, just a little bit sooner, maybe like 2 weeks, it would have been more popular. We're already coming upon a month since its release, right? This was the 4th weekend. I'll need to look back at the box office stats again soon. It's been a few days since I last looked. Hello. That's not cool, buddy. How dare you set me on fire? Thankfully, I have fire protection, so it goes out fast. You want to watch on Saturday? Alrighty. Is that why you were looking at the tickets for it? Oops. Do I need to be here? We're just gonna keep going. Oops, I'm okay. I know about it from YouTube. I did not hear it. I saw a poster for the same concept on Twitter. I've been watching much less YouTube lately because of how much time I've been spending on game development. I should say not watch, having it on as background noise because I'm working on the music. I can't have other stuff playing while I'm working on music. I need to listen to the music I'm making. And so I've had a lot less YouTube on as background noise. Where am I? 18? Oh, a little too high. Where's the red dust at? There's a mod. I want to say it was called Center, like smell, scent, and it was used to sniff out ores. Howdy, Ian. Welcome back. Question for you, because you like Cave Game Tech Test. What day did Cave Game Tech Test the video come out? I remembered. I was concerned I was going to forget to ask. There's no... Wait, hold on. What am I looking at? The water is just floating. What is this, a chunk border? No, this is the middle of a chunk. I should have updated. What day did Cave Game Tech Test come out? The video. Because you like Cave Game Tech Test. May something. 2009. Almost said 2010. I was a year off. Alright, so you have not yet committed to memory the exact day. I was hoping you would. That was a lag spike. Am I loading up new chunks over here? I would not encounter new chunks playing at 16. I'm hoping when 1.15 rolls around I get to upgrade to 20 chunks and not have a performance problem. Oh, I just realized that's a complete stack. I'll need to move that to the box soon. But I still have a lot of space left, so I'll keep walking around for now. So that video was May 10th. For some reason, I always thought that May 10th was the day that people assume Notch started development, and so it was shortly after that he made the video. After just a couple days getting everything working. I really thought if May 13th was a celebrated date, I thought that was like the day Minecraft was officially recognizable. Alright, Lapis, I could use you. Challenge is how to get there. And huzzah! Are those the most recent Street View captures, or are those just one of the list? Is this a dungeon? It is. Let's go investigate. There's probably not going to be much good stuff in the chests. Wait, what chests? Don't tell me the mineshaft destroyed the dungeon chest. I don't see the chest in here. That's not cool. I'll never know what was inside because I'm pretty sure I have not been to this before. Hello. We're gonna steal the mossy cobblestone even though I know we can craft it now. I'm gonna steal it anyway. I'm gonna treat it like a trophy, even though people get to make their own trophies nowadays. I say nowadays. It's been 10 years. 2014 was when 1.8 came out, and you could craft mossy cobblestone and mossy stone brick. Are there any other blocks that are mossy? I know there's the moss block, but that's 1.17. I have not done much searching about what my street views are looking like. I generally don't have a reason to. Okay, where am I? I'm at 26. Oh, we gotta go down. Is that source water? I think so. Maybe I could toss that. In fact, I think now's the time. Do some more sorting. I got an iron bar. That's alright, I suppose. Did I never turn this into a lapis block? Don't tell me I crafted a lapis block and then dropped it, and I just didn't pick it up. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna really hope I never crafted any of the lapis blocks and I just held on to it. I don't know. Alright, that's all nice. Everything's all completed again. So they captured the highway in particular. That was a bad lag spike. What are we looking at? 1.3 seconds. Alright, I'm definitely not going to where I want to be. I need to go down. This mineshaft is not giving me access to caves that go down. It just gives me access to more mineshaft. Here's a cave, but it goes up. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely lost. I still feel like, though, we might end up running into junk borders. Because I don't remember how much of this area I pre-generated back before 1 point whatever. Oh, hold up. There's a chest there. Are chests flammable? They're made out of wood. I can't remember if chests burn. I might do a thing and swim in lava real fast. Except I'm going to keep taking damage from it. Let's be smart about this. I'll swim in the water. Oops. Ow. Oh, I'm okay. We made it. Howdy, potato. I'm looking for redstone because I ran out for my stuff. There's a chest down here, though, but I gotta rescue it. I need to earn the treasure I'm about to receive, even though the treasure is only as good as beta 1.8. Spawner, let's get rid of you real fast. I got rid of the spawner, just light it up. Chests don't burn? Cool. Still gonna rescue it though, because I would like nice access. I feel like even though it's a wooden material, they made chests not burn because that would be really sad if you were able to lose your items in such a way. Alright, do I get rid of the water? Probably soon. Alright, so. Huzzah! Alright, what do we got? We got 2 bread. I came all this way just for 2 bread. That's not helpful. That's the most lame chest I've ever witnessed. It had 2 bread. Oh well. Nah, we're still not even at redstone level yet. We're close, but not close enough. There's another one. Hello. 8 coal. Okay, that kind of rivals the 2 bread. Because with how abundant coal is, coal you can just mine from the ground. You know what? No, hold on. I feel like this very well could be a continuation. We're gonna take a quick peek in here. What are we looking at? Pick that up. I don't know what I'll use this for. Oh wait, you know what I could do? I could turn that into sticks. Just make more torches. There we go. Hold on, can I sprint? Wow. I can sprint while crouching. Does it actually adjust my walk speed though? Alright, who's next? You decide. I have a real world buddy who used to watch many, many epic rap battles of history. I just realized with all this coal I'm mining, I'm not going to have to worry about tool durability. Maybe I didn't need to go to the Enderman farm before this. Oopsies. Maybe I don't need to, or I did not need to go to the Enderman farm. I did not estimate just how much I would be mining coal to repair my stuff. Hello. I don't know where he was going to. Ow. Can you not? No fire for me, please. The urge to jump, but at the same time, I'd have to get my saturation and my health back up first. Because I'm not finding a good place, and I need to keep going down. Down's not giving me anything good. Decisions. If I stick to the caves, though, I feel like I'm more likely to find one that goes down as opposed to walking around mine shafts that keep going down. I don't know what the large elevation change for mine shafts is. Whoever's was taken with a potato. There's a potato in the picture. I don't know if you're talking a little literal potato or metaphorical potato. Alright, I can probably get rid of that water. Well, I'm back where all my torches are. It's not entirely helpful in this scenario. I still don't even know where I'm going to go to exit. Oh, that wasn't a cave? I saw the darkness, and I thought, oh, there's a cave up there. No, really bad quality camera. It's 2007, I'm not surprised. Alright, I feel like I haven't picked up any redstone in a while, since there's none in my inventory currently. Whoop. That's not helpful. Maybe I should head up to the surface and try to find another cave access point. Because at this point, I keep walking around in the same areas. Oh wait, hold up, here's one. This is a great entrance, and I did pick up a fair amount of redstone early on, but as time passed, I did not particularly find any good areas after that. And now we're going back up again. I'll be alright if it's in areas I haven't been to before. I'll take the possibility of finding caves. I don't think so. It might be time to start. Oh, hello. Might be time to start figuring out the optimal way to leave this area. Trying to find another cave entrance nearby. We might start heading south some more, try to move closer to the beta 1.9 area. That might be what we end up doing. It'll be nice to say, though, that at long last I've explored what's around here, though. Because it really does look like I marked out that ravine with the mine shaft, and then I never bothered exploring it. I don't know why I marked it out, other than, hey, there's a beta 1.8 pre-1 mine shaft over here. And then that was that. By that point, I was already late into beta 1.8, or maybe even already onto beta 1.9. No, I should not have been onto beta 1.9, because I would have been smart enough not to downgrade like that. Of course, I am trusting me from about 3 years ago, so who knows. Alright, we're gonna combine. Let's just make that half stack real fast. Bring all this over. Oh, that's now full. So this is the part where we start clearing out everything that's not a full stack. Because by only keeping full stacks in here, this will allow me to not need to worry about non-full stacks. In fact, here, everything that is a full stack, we're going to move up, and that bow because it doesn't stack. Alright, so now we start inhabiting the next shulker box. So everything that completes a stack will be put away. first into that one. Anyways, not important. Logic. Makes sense in my head. Do you go somewhere? You don't go where I want you to. So much for a redstone trip. Most of the time I've spent down here was mining coal. 2 bread. These are terrible chests. You know what I think happened? If I'm remembering correctly, unless I'm just making this up, there might have been a bug where only the first item in a chest loot table generated for these mine shafts. So what ended up happening is the first item that I wanted to put in the chest is the only item that would get placed in the chest. So therefore, that's why I'm only finding one singular stack in here. The bread and the coal. This would be really cool if this was my starter mine shaft. I'm ready to leave. Is that a chunk border? Not the where. Oh wait, yeah, that is, because that's the corner. This just had a feeling. Even though I know that's not a problem anymore. Anyways, irrelevant. Oops, double oops. I'm gonna be smart and heal up. Nom 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 nom. But yeah, this very well could be the very beginning mine shaft. The entry point, we're gonna lean towards this water first. I'll light it up anyway to verify. Because I want to say, this is not. Okay, so this one does not go underneath the river where I thought it was. Because for some reason I thought I had river water pouring into here. Maybe I did not. All these random floating planks. It's a great parkour area. Alright, let's see if I can keep going up. Yeah, look at this mine shaft though. Can you see why they changed mine shaft generation? This is absurd. Oh look, hold up, there's another chest. Again with the 2 bread. Yeah, these chests are really sad. Aha! Here's the water. So this is the starter area. Just gonna set that down real fast. Oh, why did you freeze? Oh, because it's a taiga. Taigas are cold. Well, at one point it was. Anyways, now that we're here, we're gonna catch some Z's real fast. Hey, look who showed up. Mr. Wandering Trader. The Zelamoon's already setting, but we're gonna sleep anyway. That did not fast forward time very much, but that's alright. Alright, buddy, do you have anything good? Probably not, but we're gonna verify anyway. Wait, where's the trader? Oh, there he is. Hello. You have a bunch of flowers and dyes. I don't need your stuff. Alright, so I'm now back to where I was. This is here. So that's north. I came from that direction. We're going to wander off in this area. And probably not take one of the caves super close to here, because they're very likely to lead back to the same area I already was. But if we just go off in this direction a little bit, we should find... Where did he go? He did not live. I saw the particles. If we go off in this direction, we should hopefully find other caves. That's a rather cool area though, I say. It would be interesting to load that area in beta 1.8 pre-1, and then load it in the full release of beta 1.8.1, just to see how the underground differs. Common Cave, I believe in you. I believe in you. That's not entirely true. I had a feeling it was gonna end. Once you explore these caves for so long, you kind of just get the feeling for when a cave is going to end. Unless you get lucky and there happens to be a small hole in the wall. And surprise, it keeps going. Oh well. One thing at a time. There's a log missing. Did an Enderman steal it? Enderman keeps stealing my tree logs on my beta 1.8 world. I'm gonna... Why? Right. Yep, alright. Just to be told, I don't know how far we have to wander. We very well could just end up in the beta 1.9 area. Then I'll take that portal back. We have about 40 minutes left of the day, but I am unsatisfied with the amount of redstone I've acquired. Doesn't feel like I've gotten all too much. If we end up at the Sky Islands, then I know I've gone too far. But I don't think that'll be the case. Well, I don't know. We very well might be very close here. In fact, is that a chunk border? Is that... I can't tell because of the textures, but there very well could be 1.7 plus terrain there. Nope, that's grass. Okay, cool, that is in Extreme Hills from back in the day. For as much as the beta 1.8 terrain is so lacking and very simple and boring, I will always appreciate the Extreme Hills from beta 1.8 to 1.6. Sorry, not beta 1.6, release 1.6. The 1.7 mountains are fine. They feel like proper mountains, but the old Extreme Hills feel much closer to the hills that you would see in beta and 1.7 and earlier. Alright, so there's that mountain there. I'm only on 800 on X. Yeah, we gotta keep going. I think it's all the way closer to 1,000 on X. But alas, we gotta pass by every cave. Ah, fake cave, how dare it. Oh, hold up, here's a ravine. Hey, ravine with a mine shaft. Geronimo. Alright, we start here. What level are we at? 35, right? Gold level. We're not far enough down. We'll need to search the area a bit. This mine shaft here does not feel as chaotic as the one we saw earlier. This is probably beta 1.9 terrain. Wow, this got us down real fast. Hooray! We made it to redstone layers. Cool, Leo. Probably should have picked up more wood. I didn't realize how little torches I had. Oops. Alright, this is a cool cavern and all. Oh, here it is. Don't tell me it's one block. Okay, it's not one block. It's 3. No, it's 4. Even better. Cool. Oop. I picked that up. Is it worth going this way? I feel like no. This terrain has not been loaded very much. That fire is pretty new. I should say, if this terrain was loaded up for a while, all of the things that can catch fire would have done so already. So if something is on fire right now, that means it hasn't been loaded very long. I'm also at Y12. Hey, Zomble, how's it going? I'll take that, thank you. Oh, I'll pick up some of the blue carbon. Might as well. This is not something I need to leave for future me. I don't even know what I'm going to do with my diamonds, though. Currently, it's all just sort of sitting in the chest. I know I have a bunch. I feel like I spent a bunch recently. Oh, I was villager trading. That's what I was doing with them, I remember. Yeah, this just feels like a regular mine shaft. That's alright, I suppose. Because what I need are the caves. Alright, yep. We're going for the coal again. One thing's for sure, though. I did, in fact, overdo it quite a bit with the shulker boxes. Let's be smart, though. Start stealing a bunch of the wood here. Oh, I just realized this had to be beta 1.8 because there's no fences generating yet. This was not yet beta 1.8 pre-1. Or sorry, beta 1.8.1. Aha! Thought you could escape me. Was that the gravel? I think I took damage from the gravel. Alright, that's close enough. Huzzah! Look at all those torches I just crafted. Hooray! Alright, so everything that can go in here first should go in here. That's an incomplete stack. Man, look at all those coal blocks. In fact, there we go. Doesn't that look just ever so slightly cleaner now? Hooray. Nope. Right here, keep them up there. Crafting table there. Alright, back to work. A clean inventory is a happy inventory. And now we're back to here. Let's pick up some of the lapis. I know I don't plan on doing enchanting again for the foreseeable future. But who knows, maybe I'll build something out of lapis. Expand the lapis biome. Maybe I should be picking up gold. Pretty sure the trees... Oh, wait a minute, hold on. The trees are made out of redstone and gold. That's where a bunch of my redstone ended up. You know what'd be really sad? I spend all the gold and redstone making those trees in the lapis biome. And then I end up doing the same thing where I go tree chopping and steal back all that redstone because of how much I need it. I kind of don't want to. I'd have to be super, super desperate because I already placed all those redstone blocks. I don't want to deconstruct them. However, I do also know that it's probably not going to come to that because there will always be more caves where I can find redstone in. Anywhere between beta 1.8 and 1.6.4, all of that terrain is good enough to find redstone in. Before then, you have bad cave generation. After then, you have less cave generation. Hopefully this coal does me good in the future, though. I'm sure at some point I'll be requiring all the coal blocks. I'll also need to keep track of time. We have another half hour or so left. And that's another bow. What are we at? 17? We're right about diamond level. I should say redstone level. That too. But redstone currently has higher priority. Hey, 2 diamonds. Wait, hold on. Maybe this really is still pre-release 1 terrain over here. I was thinking this was at least the full release of beta 1.8. Nope. Because that bug gets fixed in either pre-release 2 or the full release. I wonder if someone ever made a mod for beta 1.8 where all it does is change the terrain for beta 1.7. Like, keep the mine shafts, keep the villages, but yeah, beta 1.7 terrain. I tried finding terrain mods for my beta 1.8 world, and I ended up not finding any, so I figured, well, I guess I'll just stick to mostly vanilla stuff then. But yeah, at some point, I'm likely to... Baby Zomble. Where's the chicken? At some point in the future, I am likely to upgrade to 1.0. But I have to thoroughly complete beta 1.8 first, and be completely satisfied and done with the world. Because once I'm done with the world, that means I'm done with beta 1.8. And then I can move on. I will say though, I was looking at the world yesterday while I was playing and I realized I never made a nether portal. I still haven't even got on there. I've done a whole bunch of overworld stuff so far, and I haven't done anything for the nether. In beta 1.8, there's, in fact, and earlier, there's not much of an encouragement to go to the nether unless you want glowstone or netherrack for infinite fires. Hello. That skellybum took a nice long while to notice me. Wonder what his dealio was. Alright, can we stop going up, please? I need to go down. Up, down, like riding an elevator. But while we're here, let's pick up some of the stuff we missed. And another lag spike? I didn't mean to screenshot. What are we at? 1.7 seconds. Up or down? How to choose? We're gonna keep moving down, unless we run out of stuff down there. Alright, what are we currently at? Inventory is almost full, but not quite. Therefore, we're gonna keep on going. I'm about to free up another slot after I finish this stack of torches. And I think we're going to go up now, because I want to get rid of the water. Where are you coming from, buddy? Here, I'll just take a quick peek up here. Oh, we're at 32. Never mind, we're going back down. That could go on a while. I was almost thinking, you know, if we're close to the surface. That's not true, we're not. Realistically, you're not going to find surface access unless you pop up out of a cave. Close to 65 minimum. Generally, though, it's closer to 70 or 75. I don't know what the average height of Minecraft terrain is. Hello. We're gonna heal up real fast. Spend all that saturation. Alright, I'm ready. Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna hope that's safe. And now we need all the goods. Alright, let's do some crafting, shall we? Anything else can stack? That's not a stack yet. Oh, that one is. Alright. Oop. I wonder how many times I've crafted coal blocks. You know, I don't have to wonder. There's a statistic for that, right? Times crafted. If I look at the list and I can find coal blocks. Because we're getting up there. And that's already almost another complete stack. Oh, this redstone is a complete stack. I'll keep the boat is mine. Oh, while we're here, I don't want to deconstruct any of the blocks, so we'll just take this real fast. Oop. So while we're here, it'd be wise to start creating more torches. So maybe I'll keep the torches in my inventory for now. Or the sticks, I should say. Oh, look at all this coal. Let's see how much this gives us. 25? I'm going to use 24. Straight to the torches. There we go. I did not know that would almost complete the stack, but not quite. I'm very glad I did that. I was just thinking, odd number. I don't want an odd number of sticks. Every time you craft sticks, you make 4. At least. It's always multiples of 4. Therefore, you should always keep an even number of sticks. This is where torches and signs, or not torches, swords and signs throw me off. But when it comes to torches, I like crafting torches in even numbers. Hey! The coal was hiding the redstone. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, look at that blue carbon. Uh-oh. It's being defended by Mr. Skeleton over here. Alright, let's clean this up real fast. Is it just 1 ore? 1 ore, and even with Fortune 3, I only got 1 out of that. What terrible odds. Okay, we're gonna be smart here. Open this up real fast before I start digging. Here's where it's in the redstone float, but then I realized, oh wait, 1.13. Oh, howdy, Tato, welcome back. Oh wait, no, you were here earlier, just kidding. I downgraded because I didn't realize I skipped it. I didn't mean to skip the first version of 1.14.2 to pre-release 4. I was looking at my version list, and I wondered why there's a mismatch from the days they were supposed to be on. So tomorrow, we're back on schedule, relative to stream days. Not the day I wanted to be on, but that's okay. Oops, oop, boop, boop. Nope, not 1.15 tomorrow. 19W30. 37A question mark? It's either 36A or 37A. I can't remember. We'll see the snapshot stuff when we get there. Or you could get spoilers and look up the snapshot before then. I'm pretty sure this is the last snapshot until... We'll see if I can load up a 1.17.1. I currently don't have any snapshots planned for 1.18 plus. I haven't even thought that far ahead. My schedule kind of stops at 1.18. In fact, 1.18 plain. I haven't thought anything beyond that. My stomach yelled at me. It says, "Where's the food at?" I'll be having lunch after this, that's for sure. Alright. Let me get rid of this lava. Then I'll get rid of the lava down there. You know, here's what we're gonna do to get rid of the lava. I'm just gonna boop. There we go. I don't feel like going all the way up just to eliminate it. It's about to get dark once both of those lava streams disappear. Oh, even with all the armor repairs, and the pickaxe repairs, and perhaps even the sword repairs, I'm still slowly creeping up to 42. 42k, they would say in the scope of videos. That's not a lag spike. Well, I guess that's that. You know, I'm borderline tempted to take one of these shulker boxes and just use it for coal. With the amount of coal I'm picking up, but at the same time, it does take a while to turn all these into the blocks. I'm kind of glad I picked up the wood for a crafting table, though. I think that was a wise decision. I generally don't do that. Take crafting tables with me on mining trips. But hey, new versions require new strategies, I suppose. I'm not going to stick to that very well. I like my old strategies. I'm also very set in my ways. Alright, so let's toss in here what can be done first. I just realized I was almost half a stack of coal there. Whoop. Alright, so how about I start moving these down then? Because I also have these 2 stacks of cobblestone, so we'll put those there. Ever so slowly, this chest, or this shulker box is filling up with complete stacks only. We're getting there. And that means this one over here is slowly filling up with incomplete stacks. Yeah, it's a lot of cobblestone and a moderate amount of coal blocks. That's okay. Alright, now I can mine the lapis. I don't want to mine the lapis because my inventory is full. Oop. There's a surprise up there. Except we're not going up, we're going down. Up, up, down, down. Left, right, BA select, start. That's an arrow. Where'd you come from? I see ya, buddy. Oop. Hiya. That's another bow I don't need. Oh, we're gonna say farewell to this lava. Let me just, at you. Farewell to you. Alright, that just loops around. I'm still all this coal. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll have a villager at home that likes to buy coal. And he wants to buy a lot of coal. Because if he wants to buy a lot of coal... Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I'm gonna need to make sure I have dedicated workstations for them. I had forgotten about that. Video game novelizations? Is this because of how much you keep reading? Hold on, let me guess. You wish there was some Zelda novelizations. For one such character, you said you have a probable obsession with. Unrelated to all of that, I think it would be cool if there were novelizations of games. They would have to be games that are rather linear, though. Unless if the book was designed with multiple paths in mind. So stuff like Half-Life. Half-Life is a rather straightforward story. Well, for the games, mostly. Howdy, Griffin, welcome back. Half-Life novelization would be cool. We would get to hear Freeman's thoughts, assuming it's from his perspective, because he doesn't talk. We could at least know what he's thinking. I don't think I've really read any official novelizations of anything. No, that's not true. I have one. Godzilla and Godzilla Raids Again. The very first two films. Other than that, I don't think I've read any novelizations. I like reading, but I don't know how much I would experience one thing and then want to experience it again as a novel. It's probably why I chose the story in the first place, in whatever medium it was. Nope. Not a complete stack, but it's getting there. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that are based on books. That is for sure what I've witnessed. Oh, it is a complete stack. Yeah, I've read Minecraft novels as well. In fact, I own like 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, I know the Minecraft movie has an official novelization. I am unlikely to read it though. That reminds me, I need to order the, I should say pre-order, it's not out yet, I think. I need to pre-order the Steelbook for the movie on 4K and Blu-ray. Yeah, there's a lot of unofficial Minecraft books. They were more popular back in like 2013 to 2015 or so. I think as time passed, there were not as many produced. Yeah, it's really interesting reading different interpretations of game mechanics within books themselves. Because of the 3 primary series I have, well, one's a series, the other are all standalone. Of those I've read, each one interpreted the game differently. Hello. That was a bat, I thought it was a spider. Do you know the name of the books you've read? Because I could list off the ones I currently have. Well, kind of. Look at all this coal. Probably did crafting a little bit too soon. Wait, hold on, where am I? I'm at 33. I'm above where I was earlier. I am not at all near redstone. 23, can I do that again? Oh, how dare the cave do this to me. Didn't start with the first book. Oh no, I couldn't do that. I have to... I like my sequential order. Whether that be release order or chronological order. I'm still technically playing through the Deus Ex games in chronological order. Well, the next game on my list for that series is the first one. I haven't gotten there yet. Later, perhaps. Have you already looked to see if there are any books based on Subnautica? Full-length stories. Alright, I think we're gonna leave this cave. Nothing official. Oh well. You know, it's nighttime. We should catch some Z's down here before it pop back on the surface. So we gotta sleep towards... Okay, so that was north. We sleep facing east. We want to see the Zelamoon when it rises. Alright, now that we're back up here, so we're currently sitting at 870 or 880. So we keep heading off in this direction because I don't want to run into the Sky Islands. I want to run into Beta 1.9 area. Pretty far out over here, sitting at 48,600. I wasn't go mining anywhere near home. I don't have any redstone caves over there. Alright, come on, cave. I believe in you. You just have to drop. I don't think this cave is gonna drop. Redstone is indeed what I'm after, because I spent all of it on the, spent all my redstone working on the power system. But yeah. But yeah. Alright, let's be smart about this. It's proving difficult. And what sources have you been searching? Oh, dungeon, hello. Finally, a dungeon that doesn't have a mineshaft going through it. You can tell this is an old dungeon because we can find cocoa beans in here. Alright, well, time to steal the goods. I guess I should have verified the question saying, through what means are you trying to acquire it? That's a better way to state my question. Oops, that's okay. Just simple spider. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about any chest problems this far out because we've already passed beta 1.8. I should say we are beyond 1.7. You haven't looked on eBay yet? Third-party sellers or third-party resale. I used to use eBay a lot more when I was buying stuff for that was officially released in America. And then time passed, and I started buying a lot of Japanese goods. And so I had to find other sources to acquire such goods. Oh, buddy, you are totally setting yourself up for failure then. I feel like this is not happening. You say proving difficult, but all these limitations you are imposing upon yourself. I don't have any more advice to give you. Hey, I have a bucket. This might be useful. I was thinking earlier about, if I had a bucket, I'd get rid of more of this lava. And now I have a bucket, I can get rid of more lava. Thankfully, I don't have much that I need to do tomorrow, so with the amount of storage space I still have, I have plenty of storage availability to just not go home tomorrow. I'll just need to remember, don't use nether portals. I can't remember what the bug was with the portals, I just know I can't use them. I didn't write that part down. Oh, spider eyes, that was taking up inventory space. And I never put that flint back. And I only have 12 sticks. 12 sticks plus the 4 coal. Oop. Alright, so let me find coal to dig. Oh! This is promising. Steep drops, I like. Depends on how good of a condition. Hey, Zombie Villager, whose model I haven't corrected yet. Some people take good care of their books. I bought 2 that were both in very, very good condition. They weren't through eBay though. Were they? No, they shouldn't have been. I can't remember where I bought them. I don't think I would have gone eBay though. Ow. I wasn't hiding around that corner. There are Bakugan books I bought through eBay. They were alright. Alright condition. I totally forgot I powered through the entirety of Bakugan last year. I got through all of Bakugan and all of Doctor Who. Man, what a year that was. Just how many things did I complete in 2024? I totally forgot I watched the series, because after I got through all 10 or 11 seasons, I just said, well, I'm done. OBS says 1:59, so there's not much left of the day. Oh, in fact, hold up. Now's my chance. Probably. Hippity hoppity, this water is now my property. Now, I can get rid of any lava lake. I don't have to do aqueduct working. Well, we're gonna run out of torches first, though. But yeah, if y'all have any final thoughts, start saying them now. Because we'll be back again tomorrow in whatever snapshot that I can't seem to bother to remember. So whatever 1.15 snapshot, now that I've correctly caught up, because this is the version I was supposed to play a couple weeks ago. And then, oops, I missed it. Yeah, we're gonna be done all here. we'll keep on mining. I'll need to make sure, don't go home, don't touch the portals. And then that should be all it. So yeah, that's indeed all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.